Teddy K here for Best Buy Plugin, and in this video review we take a look at the Samsung Galaxy Book, both in a 12-inch and a 10.6-inch. These are 2-in-1 convertible tablet PCs that can be used either as a tablet or as a full functioning PC running Windows 10. 2-in-1 convertible PCs come in various shapes and sizes and different form factors. Anybody who's shopped for one knows exactly what I'm talking about. So Samsung's come out with the Galaxy Book, and they come in a 12-inch or 10.6-inch size. And they're an iterative update from what they have done in the past. So this is not really reinventing the wheel, but it's definitely trying to improve the way it runs, or even how it looks and functions. Now I'm going to go into some of the details of how these two work, just so you know what to expect. The concept of a convertible 2-in-1 PC is pretty clear. You have a computer and a tablet all rolled up into one, and you can use the device either way. Now in practice, that's not always the case. In some cases you have better tablet usage, or in other cases you might have more of a PC-centric experience. Here it's hard to say, because had Samsung put together a better keyboard. Now the keyboard's nice, don't get me wrong, it's just the way that the keyboard is structured and the way that it works with the tablet, and how you can position it, how you can, what kind of angle you can look at it at. I think that's where things start to kind of fall a little bit. I recognize that this is also a subjective opinion. I recognize that for some people the angles actually might work out really well, but I'm comparing it to some other models that have a sturdier frame, in that you can angle them in various different angles, so that you can work on them in different situations, whether it's on your lap, whether it's on a desk, at a table, wherever it is. The Galaxy Books have a bit of a limitation that way, because you typically really have only 4 angles you can go with. A couple are easy enough. I mean, it's mainly for watching content, and of course you always have the option of just holding the tablet as well. But I should say that the 12-inch tablet itself is a little heavy. Adding a pen, this is the S Pen, so if you're a Samsung user and you're familiar with the S Pen from the Galaxy Note phones, you're going to get a similar experience here. You're not going to get everything that the pen does on the phone, but you're going to get a lot of it. So I'll show you some of the features here with the menu system and how you can access that, some of the things that you can do. I don't want to go too in depth about it, because I think for those who have used the Note device, they'll know what I mean. And then for those who haven't, I think you'll get a pretty good idea of how it works. And also, there's a written review that I've done of this product as well. Now, the pen has its own holder, which you stick onto the bottom of the keyboard. I get that it's optional, but I understand that they did it obviously because you don't want to lose the pen. It's going to be very easy to lose it if you misplace it somehow. But the holder is a bit awkward in the way that it's done with the keyboard. I like that Samsung at least gives you the option, because if you don't want the pen at all, then you don't have to have that holder there. But at the same time, I think that it's still easy enough to lose, because it could fall off. If you like bump into somebody and it just happens to bump into that one area where the holder is, it could probably come off. The adhesive is pretty strong, but not strong enough to avoid that completely. I will say though that the pen's input is pretty good, responsive and light to the touch. You don't have to really press on it to get the response or get the stroke that you're looking for. In terms of how you write on it, I mean, everybody's different that way, but I found it really smooth, actually. It's not going to be like paper, but no digital pen really is, as far as I've seen. But it is pretty good. It's not bad at all. I think it's a lot like the S Pen on the Note 8, which I thought was easily the smoothest experience I had seen of a pen on any of those phones. Now, as far as what you can do on either of these devices, I think it really depends on what it is you're looking to do. If you're into video editing, neither of these devices are going to be good enough for you. The horsepower is just not there. Yeah, okay, there's a Core i5 in the 12-inch model that is pretty good. So there is some zip to the machine, but I don't know. I mean, even with 8 gigs of RAM, I found it was a little too slow. Photo editing was okay, video editing, not so much. But anything like streaming, word processing, email, browsing, anything like that is pretty good ultimately. Now, when you're doing all these things all at once, you might notice a bit of a lag, but generally speaking, it's going to run pretty well. The 10.6-inch version, I find, actually struggles a lot more, because the processor is just not as fast, and you have 4 gigs of RAM. So if you're replicating the same experience that you would do on the 12 to the 10-inch, you're going to find that you're not going to be able to be as productive. All in all, these are good machines, but the thing is that it really depends on what you're looking to do. The good news is, of course, is that you get the keyboard and the pen in the box, so you're not buying those things separately. So if you're looking for a 2-in-1 convertible that's kind of an all-in-one in that sense, you have that in either one of these. Personally, I would recommend the 12-inch more than the 10.6-inch, simply because I think you'll get more out of it, and it will probably last longer because of the components inside. I should mention Samsung Flow. So this is an app and a service that you can use with Samsung phones with PCs as well. Even more so with Samsung PCs like this. So it allows you to authenticate your device using your phone. Notifications from your phone would go directly to the computers as well. And various other security features and some cool stuff. So Samsung Flow is an app that you would download on your 2-in-1 convertible here, like the Galaxy Book, and you would have it on your phone as well, and so the two would link up together. Now, unfortunately, I didn't have a Samsung phone that I could test that with for these, so I can't speak to it specifically, but it is available for both of these. And that's my review of the Samsung Galaxy Book 12-inch and 10.6-inch 2-in-1 convertible PCs. For Best Buy Plugin, I'm Teddy K. Thanks for watching.